The Mill Witch by J. Hampden Porter. Read by Frank Blissett. Mr. H. owned a mill along the Smoky Mountains in Georgia. 3 of his millers died successively of some obscure disease that the doctors could not diagnose. All these men were unmarried and lived in the mill itself. Their illnesses were brief, and it was observed that when attacked, they all vainly attempted to make some communication to their friends. This, it was supposed, had reference to the mysterious cause that hurried them to the grave. People began at once to feel a dread of these premises, and particularly of a long, low room off the entrance, in which these unfortunate men sat of an evening and slept. Nobody could be induced to take the place made vacant, and it seemed as if the establishment was to be abandoned, when one of the neighbors who lived a short distance down the stream volunteered to run the mill. He ground his axe, and came the same evening. While kindling a fire on the hearth, a brindled cat glided out of the chimney, and without exciting any special attention on his part at this time, ensconced herself in a dark corner near the door. He soon had a cheerful blaze, and sat down by a table in front of it to read his Bible. But as time passed, a feeling of uneasiness, of which he was conscious from the first, grew upon him, and gradually deepened into a kind of horror. It was utterly unconnected with any definite apprehension or sense of real danger. Then the cat got up and wailed at the door, clawing to be let out. She rubbed against his legs and looked up at him. Instantly an awful half-recognition of those eyes shot through his brain, and leaping up, he seized the axe and struck at her, cutting off one foot. With a wild woman's scream, the creature darted up the chimney and disappeared, while he, thoroughly unnerved, hastened home and found his wife bleeding to death from a severed hand. That was The Mill Witch by J. Hampden Porter. Read by Frank Blissett.